Took about 16 months, and now it's complete. Today, Dr. Woods is going to take us on a tour of the new Eagle Event Center on this episode of We're Going in Oklahoma, Hennessey edition.
Jack, Mike, good to see you today.
In here. Show us around.
Okay, well, let's start in the admin building, admin offices. This is, you have to understand, we're still in the middle of the moving phase, so everything is not in its place, but this is where the front office is now. Randy sits here. This is where Ginger sits. Timberly sits in there, our business manager, and I sit in here.
So we're back out in the lobby.
One thing you'll see is an upgraded ticket booth, and then also we have a monitor above the ticket booth, so if you're out here waiting to get into the event center, you can see what's going on inside. This is the new conference room, a large table, so we have a group of about 10 to 14 people in a comfortable, quiet, and secure area. So this is the lobby. One of the other things we really want to have happen with this lobby is that it becomes an area where people can have meetings and meals all of its own. This is our concession stand area. This is set up as well with a monitor above the concession stand area. And this is a small area that we'll have set up tables and chairs so people can stop and eat if they'd like to. We have storage back there for it, but then we have all this space. And if you notice, plenty of outlets along the wall.
Okay, so we're on the east side. East side.
Yes, southeast corner if we had corners.
It's hard when the building's round
Right.
to know what corner you're at.
Absolutely.
This is the considered
Southeast
corner.
Yes.
So what do we got here?
Okay, this is where the restrooms are. This is the men's restroom. It's a little more than just what you would normally see in a high school gym. You notice there's lots of paper towel dispensers, lots of soap dispensers, and there's plenty of facilities for everyone to use. The men's is okay, but the women's is where we really put a lot of effort. We have more sinks, more towel dispensers, more soap dispensers, more of everything. And especially when you come to this side, we have much more capacity. We've got 22 stalls for people to use, because again, we know they didn't come to the event center to stand in the bathroom.
Oh, sorry.
All done?
I had to make sure everything was working right. It appears to be.
Everything's working right on you or the bathroom?
Both.
Both, fantastic.
By the way, I just noticed, nice shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so as you come up the elevator or come up the stairs, where you land is this mezzanine area. Again, it's another area that we feel like we can do a lot of different things. We could have exercise classes. We have a walking track at this level.
And then the other enormous question about this track is it going to be available to the public?
That's been the plan from day one, that we have it available for different things, either structured events or even just casual walking. So we can also come up here and get a really nice view of the whole floor during a game or an event. And again, I think there'll be a lot of people that will adopt the space, and this will be where they'll spend most of their time. Overhead, we have kind of the crown jewel of the event center when it comes to athletic events and having been able to display presentations. We have a 10 by 32 media panel, and it can do anything we want. It does scoreboards, it does videos, it does presentations, it can do live TV.
A lot of people are saying, well, where's the scoreboard? And so the point was that you put in monitors that can be scoreboards, but they can be other things too.
Absolutely. And they're not just one thing scoreboard. So if we have, recently they approved having wrestling. Well, built into the ScoreVision app is a wrestling scoreboard feature. There is a volleyball scoreboard feature that's built in. It's not just a basketball scoreboard that is having to be rigged around to where it will function as something else. It actually functions as whatever we need it to be.
That's very cool.
It's a good opportunity. Multi-use, absolutely.
All right, where are we going now?
Let's take a trip around the top. We can look at some of the coaches' offices and also some of the things we did to help protect our ability to communicate should we have a bad storm event. This is the network room.
Now I understand that this has a feature that if our area goes into a tornado warning, the doors unlock.
When an alert goes out for the defined area, it triggers a modem that will send a signal down to the front doors, and they will become unlocked and open them up, and you can come right in without anyone having to be here.
So on the second level are some offices.
Right, the coaches' offices are up on the second level, puts them in a position where they can monitor their surroundings and know what's going on all the time.
So Mike, this is the north side of, I guess, the arena.
Right.
And there's a whole bunch of seats here that have been
Right.
claimed.
My understanding is the students claimed this for the student section. I'm very excited about what Mr. Ray brings to the table. I can envision that someday we'll have a couple drum sets up there in the flat area and the rest of the pep band down below, and this full of students just having a great time. This is the media room. I appreciate your input on this. Jack's been invaluable in this process because while I dreamt it up, he actually made it happen, so you could actually see it come on and you actually could hear about it. And again, it's a great partnership. We've worked together on a lot of different projects. Jack knows I keep calling you Jack, but you know the systems inside and out, and it's very helpful when we start designing something else. We knew we could not just have adequate audio and video. We knew what the dome configuration and what we wanted this to be for the community and for an opportunity to draw things in. People aren't going to come to something that doesn't have good audio and video. It'll blow people out of here. There's just no compromise in that whatsoever. So again, using Jack's expertise and using our vision, we put together something that I think is really going to work. This is considered our hospitality/meeting room. If we use it as a hospitality room, we've got a kitchen area with a microwave, refrigerator. Okay.
Right, so we're on the main floor.
This is what a lot of folks think of when we talk about the event center is the basketball, volleyball, and now wrestling that we can hold in here. And it's going to be great for that. The way we've set it up, as you can notice around right now, there aren't any goals. There's no nets, there's no mats, none of that's setting out. Because we've set it up to where we're getting ready for graduation, and by moving the goals off, it doesn't look like we're having graduation in a gym. We have the goals pushed off to the side, so they're up out of the way. We have the scorers tables, which also act as a scoreboard or a media panel, and they can be hooked up on both sides, so we can put that in place whenever we need to. But what will happen is this floor now will be covered with those carpet tiles, and we'll cover this entire floor. So again, it looks less and less like a gym and more like a place you would have a graduation. Okay, right now we've retracted the bleachers. Normally they would come out to somewhere about right here, and then you'd have a place for the teams to sit. This side is the home side, and we got way more chair backs on this side. We have 3 full sections, but we have 2 sections where we have the lumbar support that are really nice seats. On the other side, we have more of the lumbar support, fewer of the chair backs, but still, again, a lot of really good seating. These are our main goals. We store them over here during, again, events and activities. They're about 1,800 pounds each, so they're a little harder to get around. But we added shot clocks, game clocks, and these light up. We didn't have to put the shot clocks, but we added those just so we could maybe do a small college tournament or a small college game here. This is the high school locker room. And we tried to really make it something that it's very useful, but still something that's very nice for them. So one of the things we have 20 lockers in here. They're 2 by 2 by 6 foot tall. One of the other things we did for the high school kids was everybody has a chair. We don't have any benches. We all have a chair, and this is what it looks like when it's set up. The chair folds up and stores in their locker. So we don't have benches and stuff laying all over the place to get in the way of helping keep it clean. Each side, boys and girls are exactly the same, and they have the restroom area, and there's 2 showers. And one thing we've done on the showers that's, I think, again, indicative of the way we thought about the community is, you notice one of them is a handicap accessible shower, one of them's not. That's the way it is throughout the whole building. Every area has handicap accessible utilities, so if we ever had an event that we had to maybe house folks from the care center or people were just dislocated from homes, we have a place that they can come get a warm shower, and it'll be accessible whether they're handicapped or not.
Mike, over here on the north side, there's this little unmarked door. What is
right.
this?
And it will eventually be marked. This is the referee's dressing room. And it's in the process of being cleaned up, but what we did was we put together a place that the referees can come between, before games, between games. We're having a tournament. Plus we have restroom facilities. Visitors, you know, it's always like going to grandma's house. You always get the little bed, and also this is the same thing. This is the visitors' locker room, but it's also our junior high locker room. Junior high would dress over here as well. And we again have really nice lockers. There's not as many, and it's not broken down to where we have chairs, there's benches in here, and just a single shower, sinks and bathroom. They still have all the amenities as far as AV goes, with a large interactive panel as well.
In the corner, on the north side of the building,
Northeast corner
is something very special.
Right, this is our training room. We're one of the few schools, especially a school of our size, that has a certified athletic trainer on staff all the time. And that's more than just somebody who can tape an ankle. That's somebody who really knows how to treat injuries and to do rehab. Certified athletic trainer is Kylie Warren, and this will be her area. We're looking at ways that we can offer these services to different communities.
This is something a normal high school has, or at least a high school our size.
Right. Typically, you'd have to go to a much larger school or even into Texas to find something like this.
All right, so the building's just about done, other than just a couple of little things. So what's the very first thing that's going to happen in this building very soon?
Okay. Well, as far as being considered done, the building is considered done. We have a certificate of occupancy, so we can have people in the building, and it would function as is. It's just final wrapping is what we're doing now, and cleaning up. So now our first event will be graduation. High school graduation will be in here on the 26th. For this event and others like it, we will rent a stage, and again, the carpet tiles go out on the floor, and then the company comes in, sets it up, we use it, they come in, take it down, and away they go. So it allows us to be really flexible, and whatever size event you want to do, we just get the size of equipment or the size material that they may need and set it up, and we're good to go.
Very cool. Well, Mike, this has been fun.
It has been. It has been.
Not only the tour, but the building. You know, your hair is a little grayer than when you started.
Much.
It's something to be
I was in my early 20s when we started this, Jack.
I think that's right.
It was. People ask me, what are you going to do in there? And I said, you tell me. You tell me what you want us to do in here. That's why we built it, was to serve the community. So you tell us what you want to do, and I bet we can make it happen.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jack.
Well, that's it. What's next? The plan is to have a full public open house sometime in August when school opens up. So stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next episode of We're Going In Oklahoma, Hennessey edition.